Do you know how to stop dogs from barking aggressively? If not, this video is for you. No one should expect a dog to be silent at all times. That's as absurd as asking a youngster to remain silent throughout his or her life. Some dogs, on the other hand, bark excessively. You must first determine what is causing your dog to bark excessively before you can take any action to remedy the situation. Once you've determined the source of their barking, you may begin to address the issue. The best way to deal with aggressive barking. It will take time, effort, practice, and consistency to train your dog to bark less frequently. The results won't show up overnight, but with the right approaches and patience, you will notice results. Here are a few pointers to keep in mind as you begin your attempts to bring your dog's barking under control. Your dog will bark harder if you start shouting because they will believe you are joining in. So the first rule is to speak quietly and strongly, but without yelling, as much as possible. When attempting to stop a dog from barking, maintain your composure. Although constant barking can be bothersome, you will not be able to solve the dog's behavior problem if you are discouraged or depressed. Animals do not follow leaders who are out of balance. In reality, your dog's energy will be a reflection of yours. If you're frustrated, he'll be frustrated as well. And barking is a fantastic way to get off some of that frustrated energy. First and foremost, take a moment to quiet your own mental barking. Make a public statement about your desire to put an end to the barking. Is your dog repeatedly barking at the same thing, person, circumstance, or location? If so, you may have a problem. If you want to claim that stimulus as your own, you must first acknowledge its existence. Create an invisible barrier between you and your dog by using your body, your head, and your calm assertive energy to block off any passageways. You might be surprised by the results if you put in 100% effort and concentration into it. Discourage your dog's barking by putting him through mental and physical challenges. Excessive barking is frequently caused by a buildup of pent-up energy. If this is the case, the remedy is straightforward: channel the excess energy into more productive endeavors. Do you take your dog on a daily stroll with you? Is it possible to make the walk more difficult by using a bicycle, a backpack, or by walking up an incline to get there? What types of mental challenges, such as herding, agility training, or simple obedience games, do you think you could provide? There are a plethora of options for increasing the level of difficulty in your dog's life. Find a sport that you enjoy and that your dog can engage in without being in danger. Seek professional assistance to put a stop to dog barking. When you adopted this dog into your family, you made a commitment to providing him with the care he requires. By bringing in a canine professional to assist him in dealing with a behavior issue, you can prevent dog barking and other dog behavior problems in the future. Here are 2 methods to consider. Number 1. In a calm, strong voice, tell your dog to quiet when he starts barking. Wait until they have stopped barking, even if it is only to take a breath, before praising them and rewarding them with a tasty treat. Just be careful not to give them treats when they are barking or whining. They will eventually figure out that if they stop barking when they hear the phrase silent, they will receive a treat and make it a delicious treat, such as chicken, to make it worth more than the barking. Number 2. If you choose, you can teach your dog to speak, and once they have mastered it reliably, you can signal them to cease barking with a separate command, such as silent, while keeping your finger to your lips. Dogs often pick up body signals faster than voice commands. When they are quiet, practice these commands with them, and over time, they should learn to cease barking at your command, even when they are genuinely interested in barking. A dog who is exhausted is a calm dog. If your dog barks when left alone, give them some exercise before you leave. Spend time outside walking or running, throwing a ball, or visiting the dog park before you go. Don't allow problems to continue indefinitely. The more time a dog spends doing something, the more ingrained it becomes in his mind. Barking can cause dogs to experience an adrenaline rush, which might make the barking more enjoyable. Furthermore, allowing a dog to bark in particular situations, such as when the mailman arrives, can eventually lead to a dog becoming hostile in those situations as well. What if your dog escapes from the house on the day when the mail is delivered? Take action as soon as feasible to resolve barking issues. bee stings, brain damage, and chronic discomfort are all examples of medical conditions that might induce excessive barking. Canine senility is a condition that affects older dogs and causes them to make excessive vocalizations. If you suspect your pet is suffering from a medical condition, it's always a good idea to have him or her examined by a veterinarian. Thanks.